What's up, y'all? Casey Ship here. It's your girl. Hello, we gonna talk about money shame. So, money shame. So, I got on the toilet in there and I looked down and I have on, I love these Gucci slides. Like, look at them. They're so cute. Look how cool these Gucci slides are. Aren't those cool? And I took a picture and I was like, when success meets the shitter, or something like that. And then I laughed. And after I posted that and I heard these people's voices in my head, like, people are gonna think I've sold out. People are going to think I'm shallow. People are going to think, well, why is she living in an apartment? Mind you, it's fucking $2,800, about to go up to $3,000 for a 1,700 square foot apartment and a damn garage. But right now, I just paid $100,000 for a coach. See, that's just how different I am now. It's almost like when I was broke, I was spending money on tannin lotion and bars and Target sale items. Now that I have more money, I'm paying for $100,000 coaches versus buying a house because I know that I'm good now. There's not a house that I want right now. Really, there's not right now. It's just there's not one open. I'm putting it out there. I'm okay with the house. But I'm just, when it comes available, it's good. I have a 6-figure sports car. Like, I could get a house. The amount of money we spend here, I could have a house. But there's just, you know what I mean? So I had all these insecurities come up, and I'm like, dude, there's something here. There's some shame here. There's some money shame here. I just wanted to share that with you. And this is what it is. And you look at things, anytime you feel that, it's always from some old belief. It's some programming that you were brought up with. And my mom, it really comes from my mom about what people will think. She's big on what people will, so it's a feminine wound. What will people think? It's all about what people think. And her theory was, if anybody has anything nice, it's on debt. Well, baby, I've paid off thousands of dollars of credit card debt, and I've just become unavailable to have credit card debt at the end of the months. And I show you all how to do that and create income and money, pull money out of nowhere and create like a business on a side business, or how to do the same thing where you can pay off a lot of debt, and it's way beyond like a Dave Ramsey shit. And I've had people come in, basic jobs, man, W-2 jobs, and they pay off massive amounts of debt because I teach them how to see money differently. I don't know, but yeah, my mom's belief was if anybody has anything nice, it's all on credit. So not true. Y'all, I've had to do so much reframing my mind. And I still have a long ways to go. I realized that I still have that not good enough thing. Still not good enough to be multi-7 figures. So working through that. Okay. I am now. We're going to just claim it. I am good enough. But yeah, that shame came up, right? Because of, what will they think if I posting Gucci shoes and all this? They're going to think, oh, she just thinks success is it. She just, and I'm like, what even is that? It's this little voice, and I had to address it. And I'm like, okay, let me just share with y'all what this is. And there's 2 ways to look at this. It's kind of like, let's just take McDonald's. Okay. For example, it's a cheap fast food. And a lot of times you get the fucking McDonald's and it's just slopped together. The buns over here, the fucking things over there. It's like half-assed, you know what I mean? And then you could go to a nice steakhouse and order a burger, and it's like fucking mint jam with some lamb on it and some like Kobe fucking beef. And it's this burger, you'll have an orgasm when you put it in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And the chef prepared it a certain way and handpicked from local farmers, and it's organic, and it's just a whole different energy. You know what I'm saying? It costs more, but it's an experience of that. It's a completely different experience. You're probably going to be healthier, even though it's still a burger. You're probably going to be healthier in the long run. If you just did a study on eating a McDonald's every day versus that burger, you'd probably be healthier eating the other burger. It's just an experience type thing, and it's just better quality. The same thing goes sometimes, not all the time, but most of the time with designer fashion. Same thing with cars. Like, sometimes you get what you pay for. Sometimes you don't, but sometimes you do. Like for example, the Lululemon or Lululemon leggings. To me, I rather just go on Amazon. There's some $24 ones that fit just as good and look just as good. Like, I'm not like completely snobby like this is a pajama top. It looks good. It feels good. And honestly, if I'm comparing designer to this, sometimes, I want the real thing. Sometimes I'm good with something that just looks whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at designer fashion, it was created like this burger that I'm talking about. Horrible analogy maybe, but if you look at it, the designer and the energy, look at Coco Chanel. You know what I mean? It's just like her own thing. It's her own thing. You know what I mean? It's an experience. It's like shopping at Walmart versus shopping at some high-end designer store where you walk in, you're presented champagne and a personal stylist comes out and it fits your body and you feel like $1 million. But you know what I'm saying? Not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying I looked this up because I was very triggered by it. And any type of designer fashion or cars or whatever, sometimes it's not necessarily because someone wants to show what they have. Because that's your shit. If you feel like someone is showing off and they're just blah, blah, blah. Like if you see a girl, if you see my thongs, or you see something, you're like, she's a fucking whore. No, that's what you were told. Because I ain't know how, I guarantee you have more dicks in your mouth than I've ever had. Facts. Probably. Maybe. But, you know, that's just what you heard. So that's where like the money shame really comes in. Okay, you got to really look at like what your beliefs are. But getting back to the designer fashion, it's really some people like myself, I love fashion. And the more I get into it, I'm like, oh, it's just different. Like it looks different than what you just looks different. And also I'm reminded, like I look back at my boxes and I'm reminded of, bitch, you did it. Do you know how scary it was to go in the Louis Vuitton store and buy my first bag? For me, getting my first designer piece was so scary, y'all. I couldn't even walk in the store. But before, like, and y'all know law of attraction. I'm like, okay, fine. I've got to go, like, do it and think about it and see it before it comes reality. Da 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 da. My heart would start beating. I would get sweaty. I'd be like, they know I'm broke. They know I'm broke. They know I can't afford it. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a peasant. I'm a can't get it. I would be tripping. Because remember, I come from the school of thought that the only way you could get designer is if you sucked an old guy off. If you married into money, that's about the only way you could get designer. If you married a rich man or you f***ed the rich guy. That's it. That's where I come from. So for me, walking in and buying that bag the first time, like I want to cry. Once again, it's not about the money. This is about a client story. It's about knowing where I was to being able to do something like that. That's a very high service. And when I carry that bag or when I have my stuff, I feel proud of myself. Okay, for me, I can feel proud of myself for multiple things, just like working out today. Oh yeah, Casey, well, the thing is you have to feel proud about yourself with or without working out or with or without that. Well, I can do that too. But when you want something, when you have a heart's desire because it feels expansive and it feels like it lights you up and it feels like a nail color, like, ooh, well, why don't you just get fucking nude nail color? Why don't you just not do your nails? Because it makes you feel good. That is an investment. That is an investment. My 6-figure sports car, do I need it? No. Is it an investment? Every time I get in it, I fucking love it. I was crying last night in it, and I looked around, and I was like, I love my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes your nails, when you buy a coach, when you pay for a program, when you buy your first fucking Gucci bag, when you buy your first house, when you, whatever. When you pay for your college, like when y'all, celebration. It is an investment at that point because I'm going to make more money because having these shoes or having this bag or having this, it's like a declaration of where I'm going to be and who I'm becoming. It's not about, I got to get it because Sally had it and I need to look as good as Sally. Come on. Those days are over. That's a weak game. That's a weak disease. It's not about that. I don't need all that stuff to feel like I'm somebody. I know I'm somebody. And the things that I want, it doesn't make me cool. I just feel cool. It elevates me. It helps me. It's part of my elevation. And you get to be in the energy of it. I want you to be elevated as well. And it's very important that you do the things for yourself that makes you feel good. Not like cocaine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's an investment. That's an investment. So anytime you feel triggered about showing off your new handbag or your new bag or whatever else, listen. You having that bag and you having those shoes, you're in your full self-expression. You are in your full self-expression, which is God. And you are giving someone else full permission to go for it. If I would have never seen my coach with a Chanel bag or whatever, like seeing her with that and knowing that she bought it and the way she wears it and it just looks so good with her outfit, like that is like the essence of femininity to me. I'm like, oh. You know, like I say, some people choose to spend their money different ways, but I love fashion. That's just who I am. And if you wanting that sewing machine or whatever it is that you've been wanting, you know, that KitchenAid thing that costs $500 because it makes you feel like trendy as fuck and like you have a beautiful kitchen now, go buy it. Y'all, YOLO. Look, if you could see the thing on my, look, life is short. It says life is short, buy the shoes. Life is short, buy the shoes. Don't put yourself in debt because you can make more money. You can make money. It's hard to look at successful people and not get like defeated. I remember and I still caught myself when I'm in a fear state, when I'm like really scared. I'll catch myself doing that sometimes. You know, and it's a very wounded feminine place to be. Like when you feel defeated, you know, you move from jealousy, but there's this thing in you that feels defeated. Like, oh man, you know, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like the defeat feeling. And it's nothing more than there's some limiting beliefs in there. There's some wounds that need to be tended to, and just new ways of thinking that needs to be brought into your, you know, your mind, your thinking. You need a paradigm shift. That's what's in order. Spending guilt, like guilt of spending and around spending and shame, y'all, that's the stuff that gets to be cleared out. And that's the stuff that's also keeping you fat and sad and sick and in shitty relationships and in shitty jobs that you hate. I'm telling you, there is all fear or love based, and it's all based on your old programming and how you grew up in your belief system. And I help you rearrange those things so that you can get what you want. Best thing you need to do, unless you're just ready to go like full on balls out, ready to like shift really quickly, then Hot Moms is your answer. And you can go to CaseyShip.com/book a call to do that. And that fills out the application, and then we can get you in and kind of see if you qualify and see where you're at and see if we can help you or not. But either way, we'll give you something free that will really help you in the meantime. What? All right. CaseyShip.com/book a call.